Hello. Okay, so I wanted to show you guys how I make my Vicks Vapor Rub. We ran out a while ago. And it's quite easy to make yourself. You just need some coconut oil, some mint, some rosemary and some thyme, and then some eucalyptus. But I'm using fresh herbs from my garden, so we're going to be making some Vicks Vapor Rub, especially if you've got that weird little bug that's been going around. I've been struggling for a few months, and the normal medication the doctors give you just aren't doing anything for me, so join me. Okay, so the first thing you need is a cup of coconut oil. I just use this that I use for soap making and candle making and stuff like that. And you just need a cup. You put it into your double boiler. I don't have a fancy schmancy double boiler, so I use 2 pots in water. It works. You want to keep this on a low heat, like as low as you possibly can. And then we're just going to wait for this to melt down. It's going to take a while because it is a very low heat. So in the meantime, what we can do is crush our herbs up. Okay, so I use the little blender I've used for a while. It is on its way out. It is super duper old. If you want exact measurements, it's 1 cup of coconut oil, 1/4 cup of fresh mint, 1/4 cup of rosemary, and 2 tablespoons of thyme, with 10 to 15 drops of eucalyptus oil. But I eyeball it, so I'm putting in my rosemary first. I'm putting everything into the same blender, and then I'm just going to give it a good brrr, and then I'm going to put it in with the coconut oil so it can get all that goodies from the leaves. I like to make sure I don't take the sticks. The sticks I save for later because I want to try making my own cones, sage cones. So I'm going to blend these down way later. I got myself 2 rosemary sticks. I always feel so bad when I pull it off of the rosemary tree because... Okay, after the rosemary, mint. I've got this much mint. So I'm going to get that in there. So the mint is easy. You just hold it at the top and pull down. And you just chuck that in there. I did get 2 sage sticks. It's not in the recipe, but I've got sage, so I'm going to use it. And next I've just got a couple of sprigs of thyme. A couple of sprigs of thyme. Super tiny. You put that in there as well, and then we're going to blend. It's going to be loud. Okay. Wrong plug. I forget I've got one plug in my plug thing that doesn't work. Okay. So I just like getting it down to a little bit more of a finer thing, but also not too fine. It's pretty decent. Yeah, okay, this is what it looks like. So it turns into like these little bits. It smells so good. Okay, that you're just going to chuck in there. And get yourself a little... Oh, my are dirty, so I'm using a spoon. We made other tinctures last night, so most of my supplies are in the wash. Okay, so that we're just going to simmer for like 20 to 30 minutes on a very low heat in the coconut oil. You can smell it already. It's going to be so nice. Okay, so I'm just going to leave that. And I will bring you guys back when it's time for the next step. What you can do now is get yourself a clean glass jar that you can store it in. And yeah, we're going to put the eucalyptus oil in after we strain and put it through the mesh cloth. Because I can't for my small ones. I found this big one. I'm going to look a little bit more just in case, because this is very big for the 1 cup, so it's going to be like there. I'm going to have to fish it out of a spoon, which isn't too bad either, but I would prefer something smaller. Okay, so it's been about 20-30 minutes. So I'm just going to strain it into this little bowl. Watch me fail this. Woo. And then I'm not going to use the big glass jar. I'm going to use these tiny ones, because then I can store them and just use what I need at the moment. But it's going to be a lot more messy. So let's see. Okay, let me just show you guys what this looks like in the pot. Like I can let it go for longer, but I'm impatient. Okay, grab my faduki. Ooh. So we don't get any water everywhere. Okay, this is always the scary part. You don't want to burn yourself with this stuff. And now I need my spoon again. So I'm just going to keep doing that and pressing the leaves, and then getting more leaves, pressing it until it's done. Okay, so this is what it looks like after. You can put it through another cheese cloth or even finer mesh strainer, but I'm not going to do that. Next, you want to add your eucalyptus oil. Two for good luck. Okay, now we're going to wait for it just to cool a little bit while stirring the eucalyptus oil in. Okay, we're going to give that 1 minute. Now we just transfer them to our little containers. Ooh. Just like that. Now it's going to stay open on your table until it dries. You just keep filling up your containers or your one container, and yeah, then you have your own vicks. Okay.